Hi students. So I am making this video to give you guys a quick rundown on what we will be using as we are away from the school and we are working at home. So we created this classroom. It's titled, as you can see, Useful or Your Useful Classroom. In this classroom, you will see all of the different things that we're going to be using. I'm going to post a list of them for you guys, but before I post the list, I'm going to create this video to kind of give you guys a rundown of the list of things that we are going to use. So first of all, the way that we are going to work together in class is by us using Google Hangouts and Google Meet. The way that this works is essentially, if you're familiar with a conference call, it's essentially what we're doing here. So what will happen is that, like let's say I'm going to create a meeting time. So this is what I will do as a teacher. You as the student won't have anything to do with this, but I just wanted to show you what's really going on here. Okay, so I'm going to start a meeting. Basically, think of the meeting as the class time. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click joining. So at this point, what's going to happen is that you're going to see me, more than likely. Yep, there I am. And what I will do as your teacher is that I will copy the joining info. Okay, so there's a joining info right there. And then I'll just post it in the classroom. Okay, and then what you would do as the student, you would simply click this, the link right there, and that will join you to the meeting. At that point, you just kind of sit back and you participate in class. Within this meeting, you can post comments, you can chat, and also for me as your teacher, I can mute students, I can pin students, but I can write on this thing, blah, 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 blah. Kind of like how your guys' Edgenuity teachers work. That's essentially what we're going to be doing here. So if we're wanting to do any kind of classroom live session, this is what we're going to use. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. Next, for my classes, what we're going to start using is a website called Actively Learn. You see that here. So I already sent you guys up through Google Classroom, so you should already be in here. So you can see my classes: Christian Life, New Testament, U.S. History. You guys should already be in there. So whenever I assign something, you should just be able to go straight into it. Just sign in with your Google account, okay? But real quick, what I wanted to show you is I'm going to take you to some of my content that I've been creating so far. So let's say, take a look at the Kent State Massacre. This is more or less what you guys are going to see. It's not quite like this. Actually, I haven't filled this one out. Let me go back real quick. Let's do this one. Acts chapter 7. So what you guys are going to see is that you guys are going to see a text. You'll read it. Now, what's really nice about this is that for you as a student, you can highlight a word and it will say it out loud for you. You can highlight a word and it can define the word for you, and it can even translate the word for you. But in addition to that, what's really cool about this website, it's kind of similar to what some of my New Testament students saw last semester with like another website, is that I can ask a question directly inside of this, and then you'll just answer it, okay? So instead of us doing like an article and then a Google form, we're kind of skipping the two pieces there, just having one big piece where it's the article, and within the article we have the questions. So that's one thing that we're going to be using for my classes. I've talked to Mrs. Beckus, perhaps she'll start using this too. We'll see. Secondly, we're going to use EdPuzzle for my classes. I know Mrs. Brown has talked about using this as well, so she may also use this. But EdPuzzle, as you can see, I also signed you guys up for this as well. So again, you guys should not have to sign up for it. If I assign something, it should just be in there, okay? And I'll take you to my content. So, for instance, within the video, if we're watching a video, what's going to happen is that in the video, at certain times in the video, a question is going to come up. Okay, so at at second 27 comes the question, and then you'll have to answer it. Okay, and so as like you watch the video, questions are just kind of coming, and you'll answer them as we go. Real easy. It's pretty seamless for you guys, and it just makes it to where I know for sure that you guys are understanding the content, which is awesome. All right. So another thing for Mrs. Brown and Mr. Smith is that they are likely going to use this. This is Jamboard. This is Google. So this is already offered within our Google Education. But let me show you what this looks like. So Mrs. Brown has talked about using this with tests just so that you guys can show your work. So she'll ask you guys questions, and then you'll show your work. And she's also going to use another website, which I'll show you guys here in a second. But let me show you what Jamboard looks like. So waiting for this to load. All right. So what's really cool about Jamboard is that you can write on it. It's kind of like Google Drawings, but better, to be honest. So I can draw on this. So like if you were wanting to show your work, you know, you could do that. You can also just type it in there. I mean, I'm doing the drawing, but you can also just type it. What's also really nice about this is that you can do a grid background. So this is perfect if like you're graphing, okay? So again, this is really something that you're going to use for chemistry or for Mrs. Brown's math classes. So Jamboard is another thing. You don't have to sign up for this. It's a product offered with all the other Google products, such as Google Docs, Google Slides, and stuff. But this is just to kind of familiarize you guys with this. I wanted to show you. So let's say you get done with one question with this. Okay, so okay. All right, Mrs. Brown, there's my work. All right, you can go to question number 2. So you can just create another frame. Boop. All right, now we got another frame. Okay, and so you will start working on another problem in this. Okay, and you get done with that one. Let's create another frame. Okay, so this will be something just for us teachers to see your work for a lot more of your math-focused classrooms. Lastly, this is a website you will have to sign up for. This is called Fluid Math, right there. Okay, it's fluidmath.net. This is what the homepage will look like for you. Okay, you want to create an account. It will be a free trial. Okay, after the free trial ends, it's not going to charge you automatically for anything. Okay, so you don't have to worry about getting any kind of credit card information or anything like that. You just want to sign up. It gives you a 30-day free trial. And then after you sign up, it'll send you your temporary password to your email. Okay, that was something that kind of confused me whenever I was looking into this website. So sign up. After you sign up, go to your email, and then you'll find your temporary password. You want to enter it in there, and then you'll be able to create your password and everything like that. But Fluid Math, this looks really cool. Let me show you really quick. I think I might be able to pull it up. This is the thing that me and Mrs. Brown were experimenting with. So just to give you guys an idea of what this is going to look like, here we go. So you can draw, insert stuff, and I think this is what Mrs. Brown is thinking about using over Jamboard, but again, I'm not exactly sure about that. But anyway, this is what she's planning to use for all of her classes. So just FYI, anyone that is in math, you would want to sign up for Fluid Math. Okay? I hope you all are doing well. We miss you, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.